Osebo everybody! Now today we'll be looking at understanding curve wall and for pool and how for pool will help to take Flux and UST to the next level, especially in the Ethereum DeFi ecosystem. So Dokwan shared about introducing the for pool. Now basically it is a liquidity pool containing 4 assets: UST, Flux, USDT and USDC. They are currently on FTN and Arbitrum. The Ethereum pool will arrive soon. Now to understand the impact of for pool on USD and Flux, we first need to take a look at curve wall. Now to understand curve wall, we first need to understand curve. Now what is curve? Now curve is an AMM, just like a DEX, like your pancake swap, sushi swap. What's so special about it is the algorithm that it is using. A typical AMM will use x times y equals k. This is made popular by Uniswap v2, and this works well for the majority of the asset because this formula runs on a supply and demand. However, it will not work well for stablecoin, especially for large orders. Technically, 1 USDT should get you close to 1 USDC. So if you are using this same formula, you will end up with a high slippage for stablecoin. So Curve solves this problem by using a hybrid approach with two formulas. So number one will be x plus y equals k, another one will be x times y equals k. Now this blue color line over here is the Stableswap curve. Now when the liquidity pool is balanced, the algorithm functions as x plus y equals k. So you can see the blue line mirror closely to the red dotted line. This is also known as the constant sum formula. Now when the liquidity pool portfolio becomes imbalanced, then the algorithm will start to function as x times y equals k. Now you can see the blue curve starts to resemble the purple dotted line. This is also the constant product formula. Now take a look at this example. On Sushi, if you try to make a large order for stablecoin, you will incur a high slippage. 500k of USDT get you only 487k of USDC. But on Curve, the slippage is much lower and you get closer to the full amount, which is why whales love to use Curve. Recording, now that we understand what is Curve, we take a look at the Curve wall. Now these are the pools on Curve. The most popular one here is the 3 pool with a TVL of 3.3 billion. Now any whale on ETH looking to swap for stable will use this because this is the most liquid and the commonly used stablecoin are in this pool. Now for a pool to work well, you need two things. You need liquidity, and to draw liquidity, you need to have rewards. Now for example, the meme pool, it gives you CRV rewards and it also gives you spell reward. Now CRV is the native token for Curve. Now we take a look at CRV because it has this concept of veCRV. So when you are a liquidity provider in Curve, you are earning trading fee and Curve reward. Now you can choose to lock this up and in return you get veCRV. And with veCRV, you get to vote in the pool that you are in to boost the reward. So this will be like a cycle. As the LP wants to earn more CRV, they will lock it up, use the rights to boost their own pool and earn more CRV. Now this can be locked for a period of 1 to 4 years at a 0.25 to 1 conversion ratio. So for example, locking 1 CRV for 1 year will give you 0.25 veCRV and so on. So now if you are a stablecoin protocol looking to push liquidity into the Ethereum DeFi space, you will need to set up a Curve pool and you will need to bribe or you own self get CRV to lock up so that you can boost the rewards for your own pool. This way, liquidity pool providers looking to earn more CRV will start providing liquidity into your pool because they can earn more Curve rewards. Or why not you ask the biggest holder of veCRV and ask them to vote for you. Now you need Convex because currently they are the biggest holder of veCRV. So how Convex works? So Convex allows CRV holders to get boosted rewards. So as a CRV holder, you can convert your CRV to CVXCRV. Now this CVXCRV is one way. Once you convert, you cannot change it back. You can only do it via secondary market. So after you convert, you can stake it to get CRV rewards. This is because Convex takes your CRV and lock it, and they use it to vote for gauges. The rewards are then split with you. Now besides that, you can also take your CVX and lock it for 16 weeks to have VLCVX. And with VLCVX, you get more rewards and also you are allowed to vote in the governance. Why would VLCVX holders vote for you? Because you are going to bribe them. Now Votium is the protocol that allows other protocol to put in bribes to bribe the VCRV users. Now you can see that Flux and UST are paying around 56 cents per veCRV for the users to vote in their pool. So this is the curve war people are talking about. Protocols fighting to get more CRV on hand. Either they buy or they bribe so that they can have more CRV rewards going into their pool. Here you see Flux and UST getting a pretty large chunk of next CRV emission. Next, we visit 4Pool. Now 4Pool is a partnership between UST, Flux, USDC and USDT. Now remember that I shared with you the popular stablecoin pool, and that was DAI, USDT and USDC. So the number one goal over here is to say bye-bye to DAI, because you remove DAI out of the equation. But to make 4Pool a success in Curve, you need to have rewards, and Terra and Flux has been preparing for that. Now FRAX and Terra are the two largest protocol holders of CVX. They also provide two of the biggest volume incentive to the VCRV holders. Together they can make the 4Pool the most liquid and utilize stable pool across the chain. But not only them, the partnership for 4Pools are crazy. Terra, FRAX, Retracted, Badger, Olympus, Token Reactor coming together, you can see that they can push a lot of CVX governments towards the 4Pool. So why are they doing this? So TFL put out a proposal and give a good explanation, but this is how I see it after digesting all the info. Instead of fighting, why not work together, UST with FRAX? And also in this partnership, UST becomes a collateralized asset for FRAX and take this opportunity to drive out DAI and have FRAX and UST to be a decentralized stablecoin, especially in the Ethereum ecosystem where liquidity is the highest. And the last reason will be to buy Bitcoin, particularly to TFL. Now let me explain on that. We all know that LFG plan to buy 10 billion of BTC, but there is no such liquidity on the native Terra chain. So having a deep liquid 4Pool, UST can be swapped for USDT to make the purchases. So Duquan also shared that once they bridge Bitcoin to Terra, they won't be using as much of the curve. I hope you learned something today on Curve War and the 4Pools. All the resources I use are down in the description. Please help give a like and subscribe if this content brings you value. Thanks for watching and bye bye.